Hey, what's up guys? This is Poker Express, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight into the action.
A lot of people message me.
They don't see you
Yeah,
either.
no,
The long dash?
Paul said you sleep on the stream.
No. Oh.
It's true.
I'm sorry.
Paul did say it.
I fixed it now. The aircon was shit before. The aircon better now.
Oh, the room? Yeah. Yeah, mine works too. I don't really know what I did.
My suite room, the temperature adjustment in the toilet one only. I don't know why.
Interesting, Nicholas completing with a short stack. But he does do that. Seth the same with Queen 6 suited. Danny Ace 7 of clubs, and now Paul King Queen of diamonds is going to do the same. John with a pretty braggy Ace 8 off. Reason to believe there aren't that many strong hands out here.
Check.
Ah, there's no whole cards, huh?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
You got a box somewhere.
Oh.
Your chips are probably on the box.
No, I saw
But he
the
does
box.
check,
Yeah, not very
and
obvious,
we're going to go
but
5-way
seconds.
to the first flop with our new cast on the feature table. King 9-7, couple of diamonds, huge flop for Paul. Top pair and diamonds, and of course Nicholas also finding a big flop with his set of 9s. All right, let's check it around to Paul, who surely going to bet this one. There's 50k, and again, very odd that Nicholas decided to check. Oh, he does have more than the graphics suggest. That would be why. I thought this pan was playing a little odd. So he has about 100k more than it suggests.
You.
Paul, of course, gonna call.
Last stroke. 5 out.
Yeah, Nicholas is 128, not 28.
Check down. Flush. Yeah.
Oh, Paul pairs up. Pardon me, hits a diamond. Needs to avoid a pair up on the end. He does just that. And Nicholas, first hand at the feature. Back off to the blind desk if he wishes to continue.
Specifics of that discussion.
Do see a new chip at play there, Jeff. The forest green, I believe.
Ooh, the 5 millis are out?
Yeah.
So beautiful. Those pink chips are worth 500k. The white chips worth 1 million. The greens worth 5 million.
Daniel Razai loves pocket nines. Last time he played him, he flopped quads and eliminated Dmitry Urbanovich just before break. I don't think he's going to fold nines ever. And Fabio now, decision time. Do we 3-bet ace-10 suited from the small blind, get into a little bit of a pre-flop war against Razai, or do we take the lower variance approach, knowing how much money our chip stack is currently worth? There it is. He's going to go ahead and pump it up
to 12 million.
Sergio, not the time to get involved.
Could you imagine if that was the first hand that he played?
No, I couldn't.
Maybe Daniel will flop quad nines again.
He might, and it's really decision time here with 2 nines. If he 4-bets, he's suggesting that he's willing to go with it here, which seems crazy. I expect him just to call, but then again, I have no idea what Razai's plan is. There it is, just a call. Oh my gosh.
Does flop a 9.
Oh my
While
gosh.
Fabio flops the ace-high flush draw on a gut shot. This pot could get pretty huge. These are our 2 biggest stacks. Fabio leads for 14 million.
Buckle up. If Razai comes in for a raise right here, and I don't know if he will, probably just suspects that his opponent is way behind, but we have to be concerned about that flush draw texture. Likely just calls and sets the trap. And oh my gosh!
And he says all in.
He's confident that his opponent has a huge hand.
Let's go.
Wow.
Fabio makes
my
the
gosh.
call. Here we go. More than 200 million in the middle. Razai the set of nines.
It's a big one.
Fabio with the ace-high flush draw also has the gut shot.
This is for half the chips in play, just about, Jeff.
For a massive chip lead.
Esta confrontación para vos es mágica.
I have to stand up.
Everybody up.
Estás ahí contando la plata.
Turn card.
Oh
it's
my
the
goodness.
8 of spades. Can Fabio's ace-high flush hold up? Daniel looking for a jack, an 8, a 7, or can he make quad nines once again? River card.
Vamos.
It is the 4
Vamos, caramba.
of spades.
Vamos.
Fabio Colonese, the Brazilian, now with all of the
Vamos,
chips
porra.
Andrés, no
at
lo
the
tapa.
Party Poker Live
No lo
Million
tapa.
South America main
No
event.
lo tapa.
No, le queda poquito al... Sorry.
So much money.
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
People say there aren't enough characters in poker anymore. I'll give you Bryn Kenny.
Yes.
And he did that wonderful interview with Barry during that Triton Million just before the final table, which you can obviously find on YouTube pretty easily.
Is that right?
And it was just great. Yeah, it gave a great insight into his poker. And then of course went on to not win the title in that event, but shop for the most money.
Yes. Got the lion's share. Made the deal with the most, and
I think you could say that he and Aaron both sort of won that event in that sense. Aaron got the title, but they chopped the money.
yeah. Yeah, it's someone in the chat asking if this is limitless online. I believe that's right, but I'm not positive.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, Victor Malinowski is indeed limitless, as far as I'm aware.
Yep, I believe that's true.
Ben limp jack 6, facing effectively a 4x. What do you think about getting out of line here? Does continue. I don't know what the cutoff is here, Jeff, with hands going to limp call. If Jack 6 gets in it, wow.
What a flop. Oh my goodness.
Wow, wow, wow. We're going the distance with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ben, top pair, flush draw. Victor, very disguised set.
Super wet board. Gonna probably go fairly big, but I guess you could go either way here. It's super wet board.
Right, Ben's...
You're going small.
He's gone small. Like Ben's limp calling range just hits this quite a lot.
I guess that makes sense too to go small here because he's going to do that with probably his whole range. And I mean, it's a wet board, but at the same time, if he just bets like 20,000, you know, it's like you're going to lose so many marginal hands.
Is this small enough that Ben could even consider a raise here?
Mm-hmm.
Never going to get 3-bet, is he, if he raises the flop? No, obviously quite happy to take a turn card with top pair and a flush draw, but we're seeing spots pop up, Jeff, where both options are possible. Wow, a turn card that almost kills it.
Yeah. So you need a jack or a 9, or otherwise he is in big trouble. His flush draw shrinks the board pairs in his eyes, but he still probably feels decent with his hand here. Can't think that if his opponent has a boat, so he still feels the hearts are good, and Jack is in the lead a lot. Interesting.
Wow.
Gives him some rope here.
This pot could have been a lot bigger.
Actually, you know, if you're Ben, it's a good spot to bet for sure. You think first of all, you probably have the best hand, and you miss hearts. The hearts, you don't block hearts, right? So, well, you block, so in your opponent's eyes, he probably doesn't have hearts. You have the hearts. It looks like maybe you missed. You could definitely get heroed here, right? When you have the 2 hearts. So, and you think you have the best hand. So really, betting just makes so much sense.
You know, king, queen, queen 10, king 10. All hands that would have carried on.
Mm-hmm.
You say some missed hearts. I'm just still kind of perplexed by that bet size from Victor on the flop. Just this kind of texture. You normally see people go bigger. But
It's a long hand.
yeah,
Well
and it's going to
constructed.
go for a little bit longer because we know a raise is incoming.
What do you think?
And
70?
Ben's going to be in a real tough spot, right? I mean,
I think he's going to go 73. In that range, he's gonna make it,
3x.
make it kind of affordable. I mean, you really, this hand couldn't have run out any better of a board, other than I guess a heart on the river.
at the same time, what strong hands does Victor have here? There aren't many. I mean, Ben blocks jacks. There's 2 9s on the board.
Interesting, really. Yeah, sizing's going to be
I think
curious
you can just
here.
go. It's one of the, because I don't think Ben would expect him to bet so small on the flop with such a strong hand, right? I don't think Ben thinks Victor has many.
Time bank
houses
card's
here.
sick too. I think, you know, if you're Ben, you're thinking he's thinking about hero calling, and then you're
Right.
going to see it raise.
All in.
Yeah, I was going to say the overbet is a sick line because he doesn't really have strong hands here. You'd expect him to keep barreling if he somehow bet a 9.
Wow.
If he had 7s, would he not bet bigger on the flop? If he had 2 pair, would he not bet bigger on the flop? He doesn't do this with anything but 4 houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Now you're thinking about, yeah, what full house does he raise
Right.
with pre like that too? Is he raising Jack 9? And you have a Jack. Does he have?
And if he does he not just continue to fire?
Right.
Does he bet so small on the flop? I mean,
Yeah.
I was surprised he bet so small on the flop with a set. It's a really bizarre hand, and we're getting a treat here, guys, today already in this tournament. We've had some really peculiar runouts in the no limit, and I honestly don't know what's right here for Ben. I mean, the only thing I will say is Ben can have plenty stronger, right? Ben can have a straight. Ben can have a house himself.
Show the deuce.
That card on the right there has a mark on it. That card there.
It's just creased from people up, you know. But yeah, he's
I don't know if I can see it. You know, I'm just pointing it out.
yeah, I can see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can too.
But and just because the reason I even say shove. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. So we're coming to you live from Party Poker 5K 5 million main event. There were 999 runners in this tournament, just one shy of the guarantee, but a really cool number. Also, the largest tournament ever in Russia, so pretty cool.
Good things for Party Poker. They're doing a lot of things right. I'm a big fan. And there were a lot of Russians in the field, I think, right?
Yeah.
I was actually looking at the day 2 names, seat draw, and I was looking through, and it was just page after page of Russian letters that I could not read. I think there was like 15 pages, and just...
Real quick, back to the action. Folded around to David on the button, who raised with pocket 6s. Anatoly is going to defend from the big blind with 3-4 hearts. And now we see the flop of ace 6 7 2 hearts, where David's flopped a set and Anatoly's flopped a gutter straight flush draw. David c-bet 5K or 5 million, and Anatoly has made the call. Wow, massive flop for both hands. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is that's a crazy turn card.
This is going to be a big pot.
What would you expect Anatoly to do here on the turn?
So, I'm wondering if he's going to lead here. I think this is...
21.
Okay, he checks.
Checked over to David, and David has bet... Did he bet pot? They're going to count it out. He did. He bet pot.
Wow.
Wow, that is.
I'm not so sure about this. This doesn't really make too much sense to me.
Yeah, I would have expected David to bet somewhat, maybe in like the, maybe even half pot, because you have to put your opponent on something. I mean, Anatoly's not in there with no draw, you know, and then that's a really bad turn card for a set there. I would have expected
Right.
possibly even some of the time, like I might even check back some of the time, just for pot control. How about yourself, Mike?
It's strange, yeah. It's a sizing where he's holding out some hands that he'd like to get value from, and now
Wow.
it comes the fourth heart, so things are going to slow down a bit.
Wow, what an interesting way to play.